Hello and welcome to the second bow training video with Patrick Huston. Today I'm going to be doing this particularly focused for one of my athletes called John Seabury, an athlete with learning disabilities and autism. So if things are a little bit slower and a little bit more precisely worded, don't worry about that at all. So we're going to start off with a really simple warm-up, something that I do with all of my athletes, particularly simple warm-ups. For anybody that doesn't want to take archery and they're warming up too seriously, this is really effective. So arms locked out, small fast hands, small fast circles. You can tension your fingers as well, where we make hard shapes with the hands. So we spread the hands out and lock them. You can also do a C fist or claw hands. Okay, so C fist there, the knuckles bent back, or spread hand works just fine. So spread the hands out wide and then small fast circles. So we're going small and fast. It's not big lazy circles, it's small fast circles. So now we'll go the opposite direction. And in about 10 seconds, we're going to change to doing shoulder blade circles. So now we're going to keep the hands there and we're going to roll the shoulders forwards, down, back, up, forwards, down and back, up, forwards, down and back, up, forwards, down and back. Really good for getting shoulder mobility, getting control of where we are inside our shoulders, inside our alignment, inside our chest. So, and now we're going to go up, back, down, forwards, up, back, down, forwards. Excuse me. Up, back, down, forwards. It's really good for anybody that struggles with shoulder mobility, just getting those shoulders moved around. So now we'll shake it out for a second. And now I'm going to be using a really light bow here, just a nice trainer bow with an elbow sling. So watch out in the future. I'll be bringing something really cool to the market. Still in the development processes for that, because the elbow sling is a really powerful tool. So we've got that connected onto the elbow. Okay. So now I'm going to be doing 30 seconds up, 30 seconds down. Feel free to do less. If you're just getting into this, I would recommend something like 15 seconds up, 45 seconds down, or fundamentally as long as you can hold the position carefully with control. We don't want to be holding whilst we're collapsing offline, while the chest coming back, while the arm's starting to shake terribly. We want to be holding ourselves in line, in position, in the right structure that we're wanting to train. So I'm going to click my stopwatch. Okay, lock out the front, lift up, into line, and then back. And then we're going to hold this for 30 seconds, and then come down. We want to feel the connection of the rear shoulder in behind the body, and the front arm locked in line in front of the body. So it's not alongside us, but it's between us and the target. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is no better training format for you to grow your fitness, develop your strength, than by doing bow drills, reversals with the elbow sling. It is the key and number one tool outside of shooting archery that you can do in order to better your control. So, in position, 5 seconds, lock the front elbow, push into the front side, core engaged, up, rotate into line, rear shoulder behind us, connect onto that back arm in behind us. I'm really working on getting this front arm locked and the force transmission on the back of my shoulder, and this rear shoulder in behind as far as we can get it. So you're training over line, past the line. You'll notice I'm not sat here. We can train with a nice relaxed neck, just holding the forces of the bow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you will have noticed, I've got a timer running on the screen. So if you want to do 20 seconds up, 40 seconds down, 25 up, 35 down, 10 up, 20 down, even 5 up, 25 down, whatever works for you. It's about training at a level that is giving you the stimulus to be able to develop your fitness. So I'm doing long durations with a low bow because of the stuff I've got on my shoulder. Lock the front arm, core in, not strong, lift up, rotate into line, rear arm round and in behind you. So if I do this with a significant poundage of bow, then that takes my shoulder past the levels of stimulus that it's comfortable with. With how my recovery is going, the recovery is coming on great, but when I'm doing a longer duration session, I can still get the tension stimulus in terms of controlling my tissue position, 5 seconds, with this low poundage bow as much as I would with the high poundage bow, and down. So we can do this with a lower poundage bow. Obviously you can do longer duration exercises for that, so that we're controlling our position. We're holding ourselves in the exact line and training our strength in the exact line that we're wanting to hold whilst we're at full draw. That then allows us to develop the position and the strength to hold that position that we need whilst competing. Lock the front arm, core on, lift up, into line, round and in behind the front end. We want tension on the back of the shoulder. So we've got strength that stop us going this way. We've got strength pulling back with these knuckles, pulling back this direction, and the rear shoulder in behind it, so that we're stretched out into line. Carefully controlling the position that we're in, so that we have complete control of that structure at full draw. So we're going to be doing 10 minutes here. Nice introductory session. It's not wildly long, but if you do this frequently, start of your training session or the end of your training session, 5 minutes at the start of the session works really nicely, and then maybe 5 minutes at the end, and a few times a week doing a longer duration hold works really well to develop your strength, control and fitness. Lock the front arm. We're not drawn with the hand. Shoulder round and in behind us. Rotate the chest into line. Back of the arm nice and strong. This rear shoulder down and behind us. Holding your string picture in line can be useful as well, but it's very easy to train tension into the neck doing that. So these long duration holds, I tend to just be looking forward so that I've got that nice relaxed neck, relaxed trap, so my shoulders can sit low. We don't want to have the shoulders high up, we want to have the shoulders low in the body so that there's no unnecessary tension pulling the shoulder blades up into the neck. We want strong, stable control, relaxed tension holding things in place, but we're not squeezing. Lock the front arm, core on, raise up, rotate into line, elbow in and round behind us. And then we're holding ourselves in that position. Don't let the chest fall back, don't let the chest raise up. We're wanting to hold careful control of the tensional position that we're in at full draw, so that the entire time that we're doing this training, yes, it can be difficult with your main poundage bow to hold for long durations. That's absolutely fine. 3 seconds, 2, 1. But the thing is, you're not used to holding for a long period of time. You're used to holding for maybe 5 to maybe 7 or 8 seconds on a longer shot. So when we hold for an extended duration of time, then that allows us to develop more, basically your muscle fibers tire and then new muscle fibers recruit, in new motor units as it's called, recruit. 3, 2, 1. New motor units recruit to allow you to hold that position longer. So the longer we hold than we're used to, we're then training more motor units to be able to recruit and to stabilize and hold this position. Connective tissue, fascia, tendons, all of the soft white tissues that you might have seen. You can see it if you poke at a steak and pull it apart, you'll see these little fibrous lines. That's our connective tissue. So, well, that's technically the cow's connective tissue. We have exactly the same in our body. And so when we're doing longer duration isometric holds, you're putting mechanical tension through those tissues, through the muscles, through the myofascial tissue, the connective tissue structure, and then requesting that it remodels around the lines of force that you are putting into your body. So by doing these long duration holds, you're both training the muscles to be able to hold for longer periods of time, whilst also training your connective tissue to be able to hold itself in position without muscular recruitment. You are training the mechanical strength of your shoulders, of the upper body, of the torso, to be able to hold these positions without tiring, because it is a mechanical continuity. It is one steady stream of tissue holding things in place. So I think we've got just 2 left now, and then that'll be our 10 minutes done. I would recommend doing this frequently is brilliant, particularly if you're studying. Watch this video repeatedly. Feel free to put music on in the background. You've just got me waffling on mute. Absolutely fine. And then you can be developing your bow fitness whilst you are, you could literally be studying whilst doing this. It's the best bang for your buck. Lock the elbow, core in, shoulder round behind. It's the best bang for your buck for time to reward. If you do, particularly with your competition bow, 30 seconds up, 30 seconds down, not that most people will get to this straight away, but if you can build up to that, even at 15:45, 10 minutes of this is going to be worth 70 or 80 arrows. In 10 minutes, you ain't shooting 70 or 80 arrows in 10 minutes. So if you can dose this kind of tension in regularly, you will be astounded at quite how rapidly your bow fitness develops. My greatest piece of advice, particularly for anybody working from home, is to do it 3 times a day. Literally 2 to 3 minutes, even 5 minutes would be amazing. Even 1 minute, one hold, 3 times a day, you'll be astounded quite how quickly your bow fitness develops. Lock out the front arm, back of the shoulder, rotate the core, rear shoulder in behind. So I'm doing this with a low poundage bow because the connection on the rear of my shoulder isn't as strong as I might like it to be. But this low poundage means that I can do these long duration holds, hold things in position, feel those connections, develop mechanical continuity, mechanical connection that allows me to hold steady and in place. Oh, that's lovely. So we'll do one last little hold that allows you to develop the transferability to shooting even more so. So in this hold, we're going to come to full draw and we're going to make expansion, as we would under the clicker when we're at full draw, or as John calls it, in A. So when we're in our A, we line up the string and the riser. So we're making our expansion along one plane, and then we expand both sides of the shot along that. We're going to do 5 sets of 6 seconds, or 6 sets of 5 6-second movements. Lock the front end, core in underneath, up to full draw, and then come in. And then I'm going to keep all this tension, and I'm going to push out to the front for 5 seconds, and then back. Back for 5 seconds, and then back. Front for 5 seconds, and then back. And then the back for 5 seconds, and then back. One more each side. Out to the front, and then back, into the back. So there you have it. That's your just over 10-minute bow training session. Hope you find this helpful. Feel free to watch these videos frequently. Get it up while you're before you're training, get it up during your revision. The more often you can get an elbow sling on and do some bow drills, the faster your archery fitness is going to progress, and the more your scores are going to go upwards. Have a great day. Enjoy your archery.